I am the Highland scribe, Cheryl L. Hudson, storyteller. I am about to begin. Are you ready? I am the Highland scribe, scribe to the stones, to the winds, to the bloodlines that walk unseen. Come closer, closer still. You see the fire's warm, but this tale tonight, this tale runs wild. Now, I grew up hearing so many superstitious stories, and everyone had a tale. And tonight, I'm going to share one with you about a girl named Elsie Stewart. So, mind this, and mind it well. You see, the road gives us life, but it can be a jealous thing. It bears our feet and it carries our wagons and it hears the prayers that we never dare say aloud, but disrespect it, and the road will take what it's owed. Elsie Stewart, she was a bright lass, sharp as a thorn, and kind as May rain. This is her tale, and how she learnt this lesson, the hardest of ways. You see, it was the spring of 1912, and the hills were green again after a cruel, cruel winter, and the Stewarts were moving down the old drovers' track towards Ardormuchton, where the sea kisses the land with cold mist and wild promises. And Elsie, who was barely 16 winters old, was riding high on the cart, and her hair a great tangle of black curls, wild and shining in the sun. And like any lass of her age, she cared about her looks. Aye, well, there's nothing wrong with that. But the road was rough that day, and the wind was fierce, and Elsie, thinking nothing of it, grabbed her mother's shears from the basket and began to snip at her hair right there in the moving cart. When her grandfather saw what she was doing, he let out a roar. "No, Elsie, Elsie, never cut your hair on the road. You'll cut your luck clean awa." But Elsie laughed boldly and tossed a ringlet into the wind and said, "What harm could come from cutting a lock of hair, Granda?" And laughed, and the road heard. The road heard her laughter, and the road never forgets. You see, that night, the Stewarts had made camp at the edge of a thick pine wood, and Elsie grew restless. She just couldn't settle. She said that somehow the campfire was making her skin crawl. She wandered too closely to the tree line, chasing a light that nobody else could see, a pale flicker like the lanterns in the old stories that they used to speak of, where the good folk would carry them to lure foolish people away. They called for her, and they searched for her. And at the foot of the road, they found a single long black curl of her hair, the piece that she had cut and threw into the wind. It was lying across a stone, like an offering. Elsie was gone. Gone without a sound, gone without a trace, taken by the road that she had mocked. Some say she was stolen by the fae, claimed as a bride for their hidden courts under the hills. Others say that the road itself opened up and swallowed her whole, drawing her into that place between places where lost travellers wander, unseen, forever. And if you're ever walking the drover's track near Ardormuchton, when the mist lies thick, some say that you can hear a girl's voice calling faintly from the stones. Granda, Granda, I canna find my way back. So remember this, and remember it deep. Never cut your hair on the road, for hair is life, and the road is life. And to cut one while walking the other, well, it's to cut your soul adrift. I am the Highland scribe, scribe to the stones, to the winds, to the bloodlines that walk unseen. And until the fire is lit again, sleep tight, wanderers.